Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, as you may be aware, Edith Nawakwi has a number of court cases, and she hasn't been appearing in court because her health hasn't been good. But the state has applied, or so pretty much a state applies to move court to Nawakwi's house. So as you may be aware, because of inability to appear before court, seems like the state has applied to have the court go to her house, and these are the details in that particular report. So the state application to move court to Nawakwi's house or Nawakwi's residence to verify health condition condemned. So the state should already be aware that Nawakwi's health status, if the country's intelligence system was functioning effectively, says Fred Membe. So Fred Membe weighs in on this particular issue. So Socialist Party President Dr. Fred Membe has expressed strong disapproval at the state's application for the court to visit opposition FDD leader Edith Nawakwi's residence to verify her health condition. In a statement, Dr. Fred Membe described the move as disturbing and arguing that the state should already be aware of Nawakwi's health status if the country's intelligence system was functioning effectively. He claimed that despite the recent recruitment of 600 UPND cadres into the intelligence service, authorities seemed unaware that Nawakwi had been unwell for a long time and had been receiving medical treatments abroad. Dr. Membe further disclosed that Nawakwi had been reportedly blocked from traveling abroad for medical attention, even when she appeared visibly frail. That's according to Fred Membe. He stated that she was only allowed to leave at her own expense after facing unnecessary resistance from authorities who feared that she would flee. Dr. Fred Membe underscored that this pattern of obstructing medical care for politicians facing what he described as politically motivated charges was inhumane and set a dangerous precedence. He warned that the government pursuing justice without compassion risked becoming barbaric. He emphasized that the true justice must be accompanied by humanity and expressed concern that the current approach threatened the rule of law, respect of human dignity in the country. So pretty much that's a statement coming from Fred Membe with regard to the state application to have them move at Nawakwi's house, or pretty much the court move to our house to verify our condition. What is in the Daily Nation? Grant Geoffrey Waliamwamba, GBM bail, Mouse Sampa appeals. So there's been an outcry for GBM to also get his medical attention. And the former head of state, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, has also weighed in the cry for GBM to be evacuated and get the necessary medical treatment that he needs. So he put up an article just a couple of hours ago. This is Edgar Lungu's article, and he has this to say. Good afternoon, fellow Zambians. It is with a troubled heart that I write to express my pain and anguish over the continued health deterioration of my brother Geoffrey Waliamwamba, also known as GBM. GBM is in prison, and sadly the Zambian authority has refused to grant him in any tangible or humane, to treat him in any tangible, humane way. I am more saddened to learn that our courts have consistently denied our ailing GBM constitutional bail pending appeal. It will be ethically and morally and humanly wrong for the United Party for National Development (UPND) government to move to organize or support GBM's funeral when they have the power to save his life today. Generally speaking, we all know that GBM is a responsible Zambian business person or businessman and a good brother with close friends in the Patriotic Front (PF), in the United Party for National Development (UPND), and the Movement for Multi-Party Democracy (MMD), and everywhere. Why should the UPND government fail to decisively save the life of their own brother like GBM? In 2016, he was their party vice president and President Hakainde Hichilema's running mate. He asks, why can't I save them? They save him. And then he goes further to say, in 2008, President Levi Mwanawasa ordered the midnight evacuation of his main political rival, Michael Chilufya Sata, of the Patriotic Front to South Africa for specialized treatment after he suffered a severe heart attack. I appeal to President Hakainde Hichilema to show similar brotherly love, Christian touch, and humane grace over our sick brother GBM. It is such gestures that build our nation and heal our political divisions and the regional differences as people. Let's continue to pray for GBM and all our sick brothers and sisters across the country. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, Zambia's 6th president and Patriotic Front president and Tonse Alliance chairman. So that's a message coming from Edgar Chagwa Lungu towards President Hakainde Hichilema with regard to the evacuation of GBM. He says it would not be right for them to move swiftly to try to organize for his funeral when his life can be saved now by getting him his medical attention that he needs, by visiting his doctors in South Africa and where else that he goes. Mao Sampa is also weighed in. He's been wearing a GBM T-shirt there, as you can see, with GBM's face there, Patriotic Front, and he also has his kids. It says they send a message to him for a quick recovery. He's one of the people who's appealing for government to let GBM go and get the medical attention. What is in other news? Chief Etari weighs in on the constitutional amendment process because this should be the current Minister of Foreign Affairs. Was on Radio Phoenix and he issued a number of statements. And according to the article, it says, Mulambo Ahimbe says constitutional consultation process on the constitution commenced while he was justice minister, because as you may remember, Mulambo Ahimbe was justice minister. So he says this is not when the consultation process is happening. It had been done a while back. Now people wonder who was consulted. Anyway, and then in the mass newspaper, Stop Him, Kalaba asks the United States to persuade Hakainde Hichilema to abandon amendments. That's Kalaba appealing to the United States for them to intervene to bar Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND from making amendments to the Constitution. Now the question to say, in what capacity? Does he want the US to sanction Zambia or what? I do not know how that works. But anyway, that's according to Harry Kalaba. And then Chief Etari he says, Lamba Himbe says the consultation process on constitution commenced when he was justice minister. And then Chief Etari says, the problem with the United Party for National Development, UPND, is that they think they can talk themselves out of any situation. They believe people can, people can miraculously get rid of hunger and just by them talking. After blunders, the president and Hamasaka and Minister of Justice have made, Mlamba Himbe thinks he can save the situation with more lies. So he says what the Minister of Foreign Affairs was saying on radio lies, according to Chief Etari. He's just trying to save face. And then Kasune contradicts State House. That's according to the news diggers. There is no draft constitution. So as you may be aware, there was the rumors around to say there's already a draft that has been prepared. And then current Minister of Justice says there's no draft. those contradictions, what are being referred to here in the news diggers. And then KBF, Kevin Fugwebwadiam, also says, join Edgar Chagwa Lungu to bring hope and uniting Zambians, restoring democracy. So he says, this is according to KBF. He says, these are the Sata boys, or pretty much people that were mentored by the late President Michael Sata. And he has an image of him with Edgar Lungu there. And he puts up an article which he says, Zambians have decided to vote out UPND. We demand change and a better future. Zambia must prosper, and alliance partners offer a beacon of hope. Let us unite to vote for a prosperous Zambia. That's according to KBF. He goes further to say, 2026 is coming. Let's not make another mistake. Mkukuru must go, pretty much like the thieves must go. That's according to him there. And in his article to say that for a prosperous Zambia in 2026 with transparent, accountable, and people-centered leadership, meaning him and the Tonse Alliance there. Politics warming up. And then that's Mouse Sampa there. He has printed a number of T-shirts with people, pretty much what he refers to as the founding people of the PF. You can see Bomanu Sambo there. You can see Chitotela Lejod, Member of Parliament, even Chilangwa is also in Mukoweko, if I'm not mistaken, and himself, GBM, and what's his name? Shimba Kamwili there. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.